Every year at Adobe Max, they announce the biggest updates for their apps. Today, I'm going to focus on the one that I use the most, Adobe Illustrator. There's some amazing updates here today, and I'm going to walk you through every single one of them that will change the way that you design. This video is brought to you by Milanote. To learn more about Milanote and how to get it for completely free for you and your client work, stick around towards the end of the video. Okay, so the first update in Adobe Illustrator is the improved 3D. In the last Illustrator update, we did have 3D of some sort. You could make 3D, but now we have got even better. It's improved. You can create 3D objects from fonts, paths, any shape you can think of right within Adobe Illustrator. But not only that, you can change the lighting, the material, and the kind of 3D effects that you put on it. You can see here, this is just a font that I've got online, and I'm basically creating a 3D version of it right in front of your eyes. Not only that, you can actually download materials online to use. So you don't have to go into Adobe Dimension, even though that's not a bad idea, but you can do it straight within Adobe Illustrator as quick as that. All you have to do is go to Effect, then down to 3D, and you'll see it right there. A neat little window will pop up asking you what kind of 3D effects you want to do, giving you sliders, giving you all the different options. It may seem very primitive, and that's because for 3D, it really is primitive, but it's a huge milestone in Illustrator being able to have this level of detail in 3D in basically a 2D app. You can also preview it in ray tracing, which makes it even better. The second feature, which is helpful for anyone who's new, completely new to Adobe Illustrator, or someone who has been in Adobe Illustrator for a while, but doesn't know everything. There's a new Discovery tab right in Adobe Illustrator now. You just go up to the top right, click that magnifying glass, and see what's new. You can learn what's new, you can find tutorials, you can take a tour of Illustrator, and it's going to be updated in the future. So no matter what effect you're trying to get, no more do you need to search the internet to get that. You can actually just type it into here. And who doesn't love that new splash image when Illustrator is loading up? That's one of my favorite things every year, those cute penguins when they're loading up. The next update, which is huge for anyone who hates having to find fonts or even activate them, is the auto activate font feature. We've all had it. You've seen me have it when someone gives me an Illustrator file and the font hasn't been outlined. So it doesn't work well. It just appears like Myriad Pro or something, which is not what I want. I want the real font. Well, now Illustrator will smartly find the missing font in the background whilst it's loading up. So no more do you have to worry about missing fonts. Now, the biggest update for people right now, because of the way the world is and everyone working from home and from different continents around the world, is the comments feature. Prior to this, you could actually show people your work through Illustrator, but now we have a comments feature inside of Adobe Illustrator where you can invite people to comment on certain parts of the illustration. This is super powerful for teams working together on one document, or someone like myself who has to sign something off for someone else in the team, or whether you're just previewing it to a client who needs something changed within it and they don't know how to show you other than like taking a screenshot and then annotating it. Now they can comment directly inside of Adobe Illustrator for you for when you next open it up. Not only has Illustrator on desktop been updated, they've actually updated Illustrator on the iPad, which is a huge thing for anyone who loves to work with Illustrator directly on the iPad. The first one is the blend objects mode, or feature, not a mode. They've brought a way to blend objects inside of Adobe Illustrator on the iPad, which is a great thing, and it was missing before. There's also a vectorizing tool inside of Adobe Illustrator on iPad where you can take an image in and it will trace it and make it vectorized for you, making the actual lines simple for you to use as well, so you can edit them, so there'll be no more thousands of anchor points for you to change. You can share all the documents that you create inside of Adobe Illustrator on iPad with collaborators as well. And the biggest one for the iPad is rulers and guides. This is huge for logo designers, people who need to be very precise. Pinpoint precision with logo design is huge. So now we have the ability to add rulers and guides on the iPad too. Now, one of the big features that is going to help me the most, because I work in Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator, and I'm normally taking in objects and vectored images from Adobe Illustrator and pasting them inside of Photoshop. Well, now, instead of having to paste it as a smart object or as like a shape or just like a normal picture, pixely, it will now paste it in, retaining the groups and the shapes that you've made, which makes it a lot easier to edit them inside of Adobe Photoshop. This is just one more tool that will help increase your workflow speed. Now, before the end, I just want to take the time to thank the sponsor of today's video, Millernote. Design is messy. Let's face it. There's lots of things that go wrong and lots of things that go right. But communication is the big thing in design. But not only that, visualization. Millernote is a tool to help the early stages of your project stay on track. From gathering inspiration to the final sign-off from your client, it's a visual extension of your brain. Millernote is different from traditional software. It's more like a whiteboard that you can put anything on: images, colors, logos, fonts, anything that you want, any file that you want on this whiteboard, and you can organize it any way you like, so you have the true freedom to show exactly what it is you're trying to do. The best thing about it is creating the mood boards and style guides, but also showing your process to your client. If you've got like a piece of work that you need to show them, then you can just dump it in there and organize it on the Millernote board and explain to them how it works, especially if you're doing UX or UI design, the flow of how things work. It's important to be able to show this in a visual space, not just in text-based or annotation-based. Well, if you'd like to use Millernote, you can, because it's completely free to use. So go ahead and click that link down below in the description to get started and to see what all the hype's about. If you enjoyed this video, then please press that red subscribe button down below. It makes a huge difference to the channel, and the best thing about it is you only need to do it once. Every video I ask you, but you only need to do it once. Something that you don't just need to do once, but I would highly encourage you to do numerous times, is to press that like button. If you did not enjoy the video, press the dislike button twice, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you soon. Goodbye.